Capital in the Morning with Renee and McBool.
You have to be the solution provider.
Yeah.
Opportunities, you mentioned, and very quickly, a section of our society whose opportunities are greatly hampered by the infrastructure, such as it is, by the education system, such as it is, by the ignorance, and by a lack of opportunities, are disabled. Are physically and are mentally challenged, who are great contributors to any society, but who in our society seem to have been forgotten. When do the doors open up for them? When does life start for them? They've been a completely forgotten society, and one who has been actively disadvantaged in terms of opportunities.
Well, to begin with, we've set out ourselves. Law now demands that all procurement entities in government must recognize the disabled as a component of the 30% procurement reserved for women, the young people. The disabled are there. That is one. Two, we have a program run by the Ministry of Labour that identifies those people who live in extreme disability or with extreme disability. And we have categorized them, right? And for your information, and maybe this is not known to many people, those people we are identifying per constituency. And we have actually put them on a monthly stipend, right? On cash transfer to make sure that they too can afford a meal, right? We put them on stipend, monthly stipend. And number three, we are extending that stipend under the social safety net, program that is run by the Ministry of Labour. We are extending it to include a medical cover under NHIF, which is paid for again by government. So we are progressively, reaching out to the disabled. Those who can do business, we are reserving a location for them in the procurement process. We are making sure that in the WEZO fund access, they have access. And we are putting those with extreme disabilities, those who cannot do business, they cannot do anything, we are putting them on cash transfer, and we are putting them on a medical scheme. So there is a whole thought process that has been put into place to target our disabled, because they are members of our society, and they too must be catered for by those of us who are able.
And, you've been very, very gracious to us with your time. Of course, there's so much more we could talk about. We could talk about health. We could talk about foreign affairs and our international relations. We could talk about so much more. But we've got to let you go because you've got a country to run, it would appear. But before we do, you know what? Everyone's asked for a Chalby question. So shall we put the Deputy President in the Chalby Desert? Not in the hot air balloon, but in the Chalby Desert. Were you going to put him in the hot air balloon? All right, fair enough. Ladies and gentlemen, for today only, because we don't know if we'll ever see him back, let's put the Deputy President in the Chalby.
A quick one. One thing that no one would know about you.
Oh, the tough questions start now.
My friend. Everybody knows everything that I do. I go to the gym. I go to I don't know where.
Maybe read the Bible before you sleep.
Maybe I'll tell you next time I come.
I've got one. The reason it's called In the Chalby is because we make believe that we're putting our guests in the Chalby Desert, and you've absolutely nothing, but you can take with you a book. A song and one luxury item. So you can't say anything religious because everyone's going to take their religious one. We've given them that one already. So what book would you take with you? What song or album would you take with you? What luxury item would you take with you?
I would take Jaguar, my friend's latest song, with me. I would take I would take, did you say a luxury item?
Yes, you've got a luxury item. So Jaguar, okay. Luxury item?
Luxury item. Oh man. What is luxury? You know, that's the problem of growing up in the bush.
I suspect that you have had very many years to learn what luxury is. I'm afraid that won't do.
You can get the man out of the bush, but you cannot get the bush out of the bush.
No way. In fact, our chairman is here to help you with the luxury items.
Chairman, maybe you can help me with the luxury item. What's that?
God, a luxury item and a book.
Okay. I would. A friend of mine bought me a book. In fact, a friend of mine who works with us, his name is Joseph, bought me a book about Greece and debt. How debt can take countries down.
Oh, right.
That is one book I really want to read because. We need to manage debt in our country. So that's one book I really wanted to read. And let me say, luxury, Chairman, luxury. What luxury? You know you are a...
Yeah, go on. Help the Deputy President. Give him a luxury item to take to the Shelby.
Deputy President. Your Excellency.
No.
That is trending already. You know, it's really wonderful to have such a humble person like you here. And my issue, Your Excellency, is as we put lots of money for youth participation in the economy, is it possible for us to put some money, how to train the youth to become good businessmen like me?
Entrepreneurs.
I think that is missing. We need some colleges to participate. We need to fund them.
School of business or something.
Something. Even most of the universities can do it. Because I think the money must be fully utilized.
Correct.
You're really doing what no country in Africa is doing to support the youth.
Thank you,
And
CK.
it's a pity the youth themselves are not seeing it and supporting you.
No, they are coming round. They are coming round.
I hope they do.
No, they
I
are.
hope they do.
They are.
Because
The more we explain, the more they understand, the
Yes.
better they can make decisions.
we need to rescue the youth from all these vagaries of bad things. We need to put also, Your Excellency, very severe laws
I said you say
on
you say
people.
Mr. Deputy President. Sorry.
It's very difficult for me.
It's very difficult.
It's very difficult,
Okay.
but you'll forgive me. The issue of drugs
Yes.
and excessive alcohol,
Yes.
I think we need to put maybe 20 years prison terms. Malaysia, if you are caught with drugs, you go for death sentence. And I think we destroy lives.
Absolutely.
And we need to do what you are doing. You need to bomb more homes as you bombed that ship. And make people realize this is serious. I think Malaysia, nobody goes there and deals with drugs
Yes.
because of severity of the
Punishment.
the punishment.
Absolutely.
And I think you and the president, I think you're doing it. You need
Thank
to
you.
protect our
Thank
youth.
you. Thank you. Yes, Rene, you said I have this little business that I have to do to help my boss run this place.
The small matter of how you earn a salary.
So I guess I have to go and do that. But let me say this by way of conclusion. Thank you very much, CK, for your presence in the studio. It just crowns it up and makes it better. Let me say the following, that in conclusion, I want to ask Rene here, Makbul there, CK, chairman here, and every Kenyan who is listening, that we have a great country.
We do.
We have, ladies and gentlemen, we have a great country. There is no country that I know of that is as good as Kenya. It's our business and responsibility to make it greater. Let me also say the following. All of us, those of us in government, in the national government, in the county government, those
of us who have responsibility given to us to manage the affairs of our country at the national and at the county level, we must do so with diligence, commitment, and fairness. Those in the opposition too must carry out their responsibilities with patriotism, knowing very well that whether we are in the opposition, whether we are in government, we have a shared responsibility for the stability and the prosperity of Kenya. That responsibility is shared across religions, across regions, across communities, in the opposition and in government. And by the way, all of us are Kenyans. None of us is Kenyan by default, mistake, or accident. We are Kenyans by God's design. And therefore, it is our collective responsibility to make this place better and greater. And therefore, none of us should have any excuse, and especially the young people of our country, to say, we come from this corner, we support that party, we are from this religion, we are from the other side of town. All of us have a shared destiny as a Kenyan people. And really, at the bottom of everything that we do, we must be patriotic to our country. At the bottom of everything that we do, you can be proud to be a member of your community, you can be proud to be a member of your religion, but we must be proud to be Kenyan. That's really what will make the whole difference. And CK, thank you very much for providing us with a platform to speak to people around and across our country.
You are, Mr. Mr.
Don't make him say it again.
Let me tell you, we thank you on behalf of the listeners, all those who have been with us, tweeting, Facebook, everything around the world, because Capital is a radio listened around the world. We are a world radio. We believe in Kenya. We believe in what you guys are doing. We will support you.
Thank you.
My request, can we get the cabinet secretaries to also seek communication with the masses, with the people,
Yes.
as of part of importance into their job.
Correct.
And you having been here, who else cannot come? We support
No,
you.
they will.
And
They will
I
come,
hope
CK.
we will show
Maybe
you.
the excellencies will not come.
No.
Yeah,
We
leave the
will-
excellence.
they will come. I don't impute anything. Everybody should follow the leaders, and I think we will support you. This government is doing great things, and thank you.
Thank you. Thank
Your Excellency, for really spending the breakfast time with us, and now we are going to give you a real breakfast time.
Thank you.
Thank you.